Hey guys, ShadowAce916 here. I'm sorry I haven't been reading very much. Well, I have been reading, but I haven't been uploading because my computer is not really working well, so it's making it hard to upload the larger videos I've been making. So, yeah. This is like a computer from school, so that, yeah. And, yeah. So, I'm also sorry I haven't been uploading the last couple parts for the Laughing Jack videos for Fridays. That was also the problem, they were too long, so I can't upload those. But to find out what happens in that story, you can go on quotev.com, quotev.com. That's where all the good stuff is about the stories I read. And just to let you know that the story that I'm going to read is my OC. Well, it's about my OC, and also it's a Jeff the Killer love story. And I know I need to keep reading. I need to start reading others, but I don't know when. But yeah, this is a story I made up with my own character, and hope you guys like it. So let's get to reading. Yep. Intro. Of One True Love, Jeff the Killer love story. At the beginning of this story, there was a young girl like any other girl. She was a senior of high school, and she had beautiful long black hair that reached down to her waist. She had green hazel eyes and wore a black long-sleeved shirt that goes off one shoulder, showing her pale skin. She had dark blue skinny jeans on that went towards her knees, and had black high-top shoes with yellow outlining on them. She was a normal girl that had a secret that no one knew of besides her brother, who was in college in another country. Her parents have always not paid much attention to her ever since her brother left college. Of course she misses her brother, but she knows that she will see him again someday. Pretty much her family is kind of rich in a way, but her parents left her in her big house alone on their trips. Once in a while her parents came home for only around a week, and then they leave again. Now this young girl lived alone in her parents' house, taking care of herself. Now she is old enough to really take things in her own hands. Since she is mainly an adult now, she started a good thing about taking things in her own hands, keeping her life good and her dark secret very secret. Hello, my name is ShadowAce Redwire, and of course I'm 17, but my birthday is close, and I'm excited because I can go with my friends and party. I only have 3 friends, so yeah, I'm pretty much of a regular kind of girl with not many friends. But hey, I have a job, a very secret and awesome one that I have, which helps my parents when it comes to taking care of the house. My job that I do is great, in which comes to me building things, which I really like doing. And I can be with my other friends that are awesome, but I will explain more of them later because, well, they're not really normal friends as you think. Not really kind of, human. I love my job and my friends from school and from work. Of course, since I'm still in school, I do have problems back them out of my mind and just try to live life as I can. Trying not to let my secret out with much of my anger, even though I do have a little bit of anger problems. But most of the time, I really like to spend time with my school friends as much as I can, so that my school year would be an end great with me having fun with my awesome friends until the day of graduation. So now, to the present day. Chapter 1. Shadow Ice point of view. It was a normal day for me, of course, because of my parents being gone and all. I was home alone all the time, except for when my friends are over. I was woken up to the sound of my alarm clock. Ring, ring, ring. I groaned under my covers, and then slam. I hit my alarm clock, not knowing how hard I hit it. It fell to the ground. Thud. Jeez, I hate mornings. I sighed. Yes, I did like school because that was what got rid of the boringness I get at home. The truth is, I don't completely like school either, though. I hate getting in trouble from the popular girls telling lies and hurting me, even though I don't really get hurt, which will be explained later on. The bipolar bitches' names were... Not bipolar. I meant the popular bitches. Sorry. Their names were Jessica, Meg, and Brittany. Brittany was the queen bitch of their little group and told any innocent person what she wanted them to do, and then threatens whoever rejects her words. Yes, she loves to always start a fight or just torture people by calling them names or just pushing them around. Yeah, life's a bitch, ain't it? Continuing after I got up from bed, I picked up my alarm clock, making sure that I put it back on my nightstand. I walked up to my dresser and looked for my clothes to wear for school. I got mainly the usual, but a different colored shirt. I got my usual dark blue jeans that went up to my knees, black and yellow long sleeve shirt that goes slightly off my shoulder, and some black and ankle socks. I made sure that my high tops were out as well. After I got my clothes ready, I went to take a shower and get ready for school. After about 15 minutes, I got out of the shower and I put my outfit on and did my makeup and hair. Today, I felt like putting my hair up in a high ponytail. I didn't really wear makeup, so I just put on some eyeshadow, eyeliner, and some lip gloss. I got my school stuff and went downstairs. I got some breakfast, and I put my shoes on and left outside to go to school. I drove a black and yellow sports motorcycle that I made myself every day to school. I have an uncle and his name is Tony, and he is a great inventor. I learned all his techniques throughout my life since I was little. I got my school stuff and went downstairs. I got some breakfast, but put on my shoes and left outside to go to school. Drove a black and yellow sports motorcycle that I made myself every day to school. I have an uncle and his name is Tony, and he's an inventor. I learned all his techniques throughout my life since I was little. My dad's a landscaper, so he was Tony's personal landscaper and sometimes takes me to work with him. Sorry guys, I had to reread that, so just letting you know. Flashback. I was the age of 9, and my dad brought me with him to work today. I was minding my own business and saw really cool gadgets that were placed outside. I think for decorations, or that the guy my dad works for is just throwing them away. I had many questions, but these things looked like they were from the future. I want to know why someone would get rid of some things like these. I was 9, so hey, many kids have huge imaginations. I was in a trance when all of a sudden someone spoke. Would you like to see more of my inventions? A man said. I was shocked to know that one of the world's greatest inventors today just asked me that one question, and he's gonna show me his greatest inventions. His name was Tony, and he was the best. I thought this was a random guy's place that my dad was helping. I was shocked and relieved that these things are his inventions. Good thing though, because I wouldn't like to see them thrown away, since they look so cool. I jumped up and down with excitement at what he had asked me. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, yeah, okay, I said excitedly, then smoothly. I was so interested at what Tony did his whole life, and as he noticed how curious I was, I ran to go ask my dad if I could go and with Tony, and he said sure. I was smiling like crazy. Then calmed down more and went with Tony into his home. Then what I saw amazed me. He had mostly glass everywhere. Must be hard not to break it something, huh? I said to myself. I continued walking with him, and we went down to his basement. His basement was filled with cars, robotic arms, and even his most famous suits. And he was wide-eyed, and I was wide-eyed and at everything I saw. Everything I saw was crazy, and it looked like he took years making them. Even the entrance of the basement was glass, but the keypad to get in is inside the glass. Man, that was cool. You like my inventions, I see, he said with a sarcastic tone. I blushed in embarrassment with a slight smile. I stood for a while, taking in at everything inside. He was the best person ever. As I was just walking towards his armored suits, my eyes were like glued to this thing. I could not take my eyes off of all the different kinds he had. I just kept staring for a while until I felt a hand on my shoulder. I twitched a little, then I looked at him. Do you like those? He questioned me. I nodded in response. Then, out of nowhere, he said, I can teach you how to build these kind of things if you want. I was surprised at what he had said to me. Really? I said in a soft whisper voice, with my eyes as wide as they could be. Sure, and when you're older, I'll give you something special for your 17th birthday, alright? I nodded happily in response. End of flashback. My past was great, and ever since then I have been inventing my own things, like weapons, armor, vehicles, and other crazy inventions. I kept the ones that were most important, or you could say valuable to me. I could not give out to the world. Ever since then, though, he has been asking me now and then of things I liked or what I loved to do. He even asked if he could have me draw a superhero look that I would like. But every year I get new ideas, and my uncle keeps on getting information from me. Until my 17th birthday last year, I was shocked at what he has made for me. He made me my very own iron suit. I loved it, and since then I have made some upgrades of my own to it. I made sure I kept it secret, so no one would try to steal it, even though I have it in a secret place that no one would suspect it to be. Then back to reality of this world. Since my brother is in college, he didn't want to take his car because he wanted me to be safer. Since all I had was my motorcycle, and I was alone in this house, he thought I was not safe enough. I chuckled a little bit, though, at that thought. I could have made a car of my own, but I was too lazy, you know? And plus, a motorcycle is sort of better and faster. My brother is great, but he really doesn't need to worry too much. My brother's name is Jacob, and his car is really something different. As if you guys might know of the Transformers and their war, me and my brother are part of their team. We are more like family than a team and try to keep each other safe. I'm the one that helps everyone mainly at work by inventing things for them and my friends over there. The car my brother had was a 2014 Chevy Camaro, and yes, it is Bumblebee. I didn't really go to many places. I didn't really need to drive with him unless it is work related or when I just get lonely. Jacob thought it would be better if I just kept him with me, since he didn't want me to feel weird having a car while at college. My brother is very confusing. I don't know why, but whatever. At least I have a friend to hang with when I need company. Besides my three best friends I have at school. Sometimes I went to school with B whenever I didn't feel like taking my bike. Going to school with B was nice because he did give quite the unusual conversations. But yeah, as I was continuing to school on my motorcycle, I noticed something in the corner of my eye. I saw something in the woods as I was driving. Since I was going kind of fast, I cannot see what I saw very good, so I just shook it off as some animal or something. I got to school on time just before the warning bell rang, and of course I made sure I parked my motorcycle and then went inside. I walked to my locker and got what I needed for my first class. As I got into the classroom, I went to my normal seat in the back of the room by the window. I got out my drawing book and started to draw something random. My first class was math, and today our teacher, Miss Saver, decided to give us an easy work. I got done first, and while everyone else grunted and stared at me with amazed faces, I just rolled my eyes and went back to my seat. I then continued my drawing, since I had nothing to do for the time being. Well guys, that's all for part 1. I'll upload the next part later. Alright, hope you guys like it so far, and give me a rate, like, comment, and subscribe. Ciao peoples, love y'all.